Just introduce.
I'm Rajibo.
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
I'm Max.
Marcus.
Hello, I'm Miguel.
Hey guys, I'm Jason.
I'm Yasmin.
I'm Isa.
I'm Mako.
And I'm gonna be drinking beer today.
Getting high.
How do you feel more confident about yourself?
Okay, so I think a lot of it has to do with accepting yourself.
Since I'm kind of really hard on myself, it's like building confidence is kind of hard because it kind of pushes you to almost feel like if you're not perfect, then you can't build the confidence because you're so flawed, and we're all flawed.
It's also like super important to figure out who you are on like your own terms.
For sure. It's really important to have like a good self-esteem for yourself, but also like have a good friend group. If you have people that you love and like accept you for who you are, they're gonna boost you on things that you never thought like you should be like boosted on. Like
My friends gas me up. People I don't even know gas me up. It's like I feel like I thrive on external motivation a lot.
you just have to find a good group, and then once you do that, it's like you feel more confident about being who you are and the way you see yourself. Give a simple compliment can make someone's day. Like that shit really is true.
If you want to build confidence, I would just like really evaluate yourself. Know your strengths.
Yeah, it takes a lot of self-evaluation to build your own self-esteem, build your own self-confidence.
Personal versus societal timeline. Go.
I feel like people don't even really know what you're talking about. They don't know what the societal race really is until they're actually out there in the real world. As a child growing up, I always thought like 21, 20, I'm about to be moved out, I'm about to be on my way to marriage, like I'm gonna have this great job, I'm in school, I'm almost done with school, like, and that's just not how it is.
Yeah, I think it's like a continuous struggle, getting older, trying to find your place in like the adult world.
It's not that easy.
For me, I think it's like super easy to get caught up in what other people are doing. It's easy to forget that like everybody has to go at their own pace.
You should live your life the way that you want to and set the goals that you want to for the reasons that you want to. And it's good to take a step back sometimes,
Just accepting that the timeline is different for everyone.
I think it's really like kids nowadays where you're being taught like you really want to go to college. These expectations you already have on you just like coming up. Yeah, you used to not be able to go to college, but now you kind of just got to go to college.
Socioeconomics could be a big factor in that.
Every time I bounce down, I think of it as like a fucking, like, what do you call that shit? Like fucking...
The yo-yo.
No. It's a good analogy,
What
but
is
like,
it?
called
Bow
a
and
slingshot.
arrow.
I slingshot right back.
Slingshot.
I slingshot right back, The lower I go, the higher I fucking bounce back up.
It's okay to fail, it's okay to make mistakes.
Everybody's gonna land on their feet eventually.
Because that's how you learn, that's how you grow as a person. Where does regular substance use turn into substance abuse?
When you say simply, when it becomes a problem. So what's a problem, right?
Well, I mean, when you try to separate it from using anything recreationally, when you're using it, when you're addicted to it, then like you kind of can't go with your body.
Can't go
feels
without
like
it.
You can't go without it. Yeah.
You can actually get physically sick from coming off of the harder drugs. A lot of people think that they're not addicted to weed, but
People are addicted to like things like marijuana and alcohol. Whichever way you want to put it, they're dependent, addicted.
because they're like, I'm not getting physically sick off of it, but you are. Because I know people who are like, I can't eat unless I smoke. I can't do this unless I smoke. That's not necessarily the same kind of physical sick you would get from withdrawal. It's not the same as withdrawal symptoms, but it is its own form of withdrawal symptoms.
Yeah.
Something that's getting in the way.
Yeah, when it affects like the things in your life, when it affects like
Negatively.
the people around you, when it affects the things that you're trying to do.
Negatively.
Yeah, negatively.
But does it have to only affect one of those for it to be a problem? Can we just
I'm
sacrifice that? Can
I mean,
we
like,
just
would it
not-
only affect one of those? Like
yeah, really.
usually it's gonna affect multiple at a time.
Okay, I feel that.
Substance abuse is like a really big thing in like our generation. A lot of people smoke like daily. A lot of people drink daily.
Substance abuse comes to the point where I drink when I don't, one, like, need to be drinking, or two, want to be drinking.
Substance abuse could also be something as simple as trying something out and doing it like
All
a
the
couple
time.
times. Like a couple times.
Like yeah. So it's kind of hard to be like someone's friend and be like, whoa, you're doing too much.
I used to smoke a lot of weed. I can say admittedly that I use marijuana to be social at times.
Sometimes I just drink to socialize. I could go without drinking and be fine, you know?
I mean, now, like, I like to say I'm, like, almost a year sober.
After a certain point, it affects your health. You realize that you kind of shouldn't be doing this.
That's when it becomes abuse. And it starts having an effect on like your academics, work life, your relationships with people.
Personally, if I were to see someone that drinks on the daily or smokes on the daily and they're like 30 and still doing those things, abuse. Would that be abuse to you? I mean, for me, it would be a little abusive. Like, you don't have time to do that. Once you get older, I feel like it should be more just for your well-being, recreational. Like, not only is it expensive and crazy to even do, but there is a line between substance abuse and like just doing it for fun.
Making shit shake. Hopping onto those projects, goals. How do you pursue a goal?
You really have to want it. You know, getting to that point is even the big challenge, or it could be the goal in itself.
There are goals for your life, you know, things that you want to achieve, but there could also be like smaller goals. Learning a new skill or completing a project, trying to make a hat, you know,
True.
whatever it may be.
You have to think about your mentality. You have to set a plan for yourself.
If you have a plan, if you have something laid out to guide you towards a goal, whether it's long-term or short-term, that's going to really help you.
The best way to reach your goals is by prioritizing. When you're growing up, there's like so many different things that you have to think about, things that you have to do.
You want to live life. You want to go out. You also want to go to work and make money so that you can do what you really want to do, or like pay for school and tuition.
It's just a matter of like making the decision to do something over something else.
You just gotta take it step by step. You just gotta view everything as progress. And you gotta give yourself credit for even the smallest things, like approaching somebody.
Prepare for like struggle, you know? It's just not gonna be easy. It's like going on a fucking airplane ride, you know? First you gotta experience some fucking turbulence, you know? Before you get to where you wanna be.
For me, I had a goal this year. I said I wanted to do some stand-up. I would go somewhere and do some stand-up. I'd just be writing down jokes when I'm like out, just think of something, you know, I'll write it down. I just started doing that. Just also being out there with like that goal, just telling people I want to start doing stand-up or I want to do stand-up. I actually got an offer to do stand-up through a friend now.
Oh shit.
So I'm gonna have my first gig or whatever in like 3 weeks.
You gotta find a way to get into like the niche of like what you're trying to do. You gotta find role models who are doing what you want to do, who you respect, and who you admire.
People at our age are always feeling like there's not enough time for anything.
Yeah, because that's how
When
I
in
feel
reality, we actually have a
sometimes.
lot.
So much time. It's
We have a lot
ridiculous.
more time than we think. It's just in the future.
Once you get past that, you'll be much happier once you get to where you want to be.
Wait, what?
Okay, go. That's where we draw the line. So sensitive.